Hey, what's up, YouTube? Josh with Get Business Credit. Can you guys hear me okay? We're going to get started here in a moment. Just want to see if you guys can hear me okay because I moved my studio. Just comment below or the side if you can hear me okay. Do I need to be louder, turn up the volume, or what? We'll give a few minutes for everyone to get in because I know this is a hot topic. Mario, yes, what? You can hear me okay? Does it need to be louder? You guys let me know. While we're waiting, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. All right. So if you guys have any questions at all during this live stream, this is live. If you guys have any questions, just put it in the comment section, the live chat section, and I will get to those. Even if it's not business credit for the no personal guarantee auto loans, even if you're not looking for a no PG auto loan, that's fine. It can be anything related to business credit and some personal credit, but in particular, business credit questions. It's Q&A this evening. But I wanted to kind of have a structured live today, and it's about this evening. And it is about the no PG, no personal guarantee, business auto financing options and requirements. So that's what we're going to be covering. And also any other business credit questions, you can put it in the live chat section and I'll get to it after this presentation. Okay. So we'll get started here in about 1 minute. And then I'll go through the slide and actually show you guys all the requirements for each one. I have 6 different ones, finance options for you if you're looking to get a no PG auto loan. Family Channel says, yes, we can hear you fine. Great. Base window, tending Jesse, loud and clear. Okay, great. Mario, am I probably butchering your name? I'm not good with pronouncing names. What are the best 3 banks for auto loans when you are willing to do a PG? We'll get into that here in a moment. Landscapes of America, longtime subscriber. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so let's get right into it. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, please give the video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. It means a lot, and it helps the YouTube algorithm. You know, I've been away for 6 months or so YouTube's kind of penalizing me for not putting out too much content in the last 6 months. But now my medical issues have subsided, and back now. I've got tons of videos coming out in the coming weeks. So you can please just give the video a thumbs up, share it, friends, family, whatever. It definitely helps. All right. Tough love. What's up, brother? All right, let's get into it. If you guys have any questions again about anything business credit related, put it in the live chat section. And after I do this presentation about the no personal guarantee business auto finance, then I will get to those questions. Okay. All right. So we got like 30 people live right now in here, still climbing. So I'll go ahead and get started. This live will be able to be viewed later. It's on the replay, but right now is the best time if you are looking to get a no PG auto loan. This is the video for you, the live video, and then you can actually interact and ask questions based on your particular situation. Anyways, so I will get to the comments here shortly. First, we're going to do this presentation. So if you're looking to get a business auto loan, whether it be trucks or sedans, or say Toro, or whatever your business is, and you don't want to take the personal liability, you want to put it in your business name, I'm going to show you the requirements. This evening, we're going to be covering Ally Bank requirements. Hyundai, we're not going to cover. I'll do that in another video. Ford Commercial Credit, Toyota Financial Services, Nissan Motor Acceptance, and GM. Sorry, you guys, I have a cold and stuff going through right now. Anyways, so Ally Bank is probably going to be your best choice. for business, no PG business auto loans. In fact, we're going to jump on their site here in a minute and show you why. But they seem to be the one that approves the most when it comes to no PG auto loans for your business. Right? And they do all kinds of financing. So let's just cover a little bit of details here. Ally Bank, you cannot apply directly with them, but I will show you how to go about the application and everything, requirements. So with Ally Bank, they have specialty vehicle financing, modified trucks, vans, and other commercial vehicles. So if you're into, like, say, Amazon Relay, Amazon shipping, then this would be a good option. If you want to get into that, or you already have it started, you want to expand, I have a video about that, and it's actually been very busy. So Ally Bank, so then they have like wheelchair accessibility ones if you're into, like, say, assisted living business. Then they have heavy duty truck financing, competitive rates, business name only financing for qualified customers. So this is really the only financial institution or bank underwriter that actually stresses these things out, that it builds business credit if you go through them, and it's business name only financing. It's very clear. It's no PG. So, but I'll show you the qualified customers, what the reason is, okay? So they have flexible terms up to 75 months, available retail financing on eligible new and used vehicles, financing for vehicles up to 6 model years old with up to 700,000 miles. Then they have a commercial line of credit, purchase or lease commercial vehicles, finance most passenger cars as well as light and medium trucks. Reserve your bank credit line for other business needs. Manage your total financing portfolio regardless of the product. So what's good about Ally versus, say, Ford or GM, Nissan, Toyota, they're going to be wanting to put you in their own brand of vehicle. So if you get a Ford, they're going to want you to get Ford vehicles. With Ally Bank, it's truly the one that you can, they're pretty flexible. You can get anything if it meets the requirements and your business credit is in line. And I'll go over the requirements here in a moment. So they have two different types of financing in the business name. They have a third-party guarantee. When you want to buy or lease a vehicle in the name of your business, but you want to secure additional financing, you may act as a third-party guarantee. This allows you to keep your name off the title, may keep the debt from off your personal credit. So if you have good personal credit or decent personal credit, you might want to do the third-party guarantee, because if a lot of you guys are worried about, say, not being able to, you don't want that DTI. You don't want the business loan for the vehicles or vehicle. You don't want that reporting on your personal credit for many reasons. But as long as you're okay with doing a PG, it's not going to affect your personal credit, because the third-party guarantee, that's going to take care of that. Only time it will go on your personal credit is if you default, okay? So see, like it says, keep in mind, if your business defaults, you may become liable and the debt may be reported on your personal credit. So, that's understandable. And also, there's another way you can do third-party guarantee too. If you have two companies, so you have LLC, INC, two INCs, S Corp, to whatever the combination may be, you can actually, if that business already has established business credit and the profile is pretty strong on the business credit and the cash flow, then what you can do is do a cross-corporate guarantee. So that's not a personal guarantee, it's a corporate guarantee. So it's like a third-party corporate guarantee. So you can do that too. So it's not just, there's several of them like that. So I know a lot of you guys have more than one business. If you have a business that's, say, a couple years old, you might want to, and then you're trying to get in this new business, say a year old or whatever, then you want to probably do a cross corporate guarantee, third party. Okay. Now, this is what you guys are looking for. The business name only. If your business qualifies for financing without the owner's guarantee, you may be able to obtain financing in the business name only. This gives you the ability to save your personal credit for other use, as well as build credit in your business name, protect yourself from liability related to the operation of the vehicle. So let's jump over to their website real quick. And you guys keep the questions coming in. I will get to those after I go through this presentation about the no PG auto loans. All right, so this is like their website here. I'll have all the links later in the description. But financing to fit your business. So they have a few different products, lending products, but you probably want to do buy. But if you want to do, say, a modified truck or something, they have this special vehicle financing. Can't necessarily get that with a traditional, say, Ford Motor Credit. You're going to be more limited on those particular brands in-house financing. So allies are good all the way around. They have the heavy-duty truck. So if you're in the market for a new or used Class 8 truck, I can make light work of your heavy-duty financing needs. So business name only financing, dedicated commercial specialist, available up to 75 months, new and used vehicles. All right. Then they have the commercial line of credit, where they're going to say, just give you approval for, say, 300,000 or 200,000 based on your business credit profile. So then you have up to 200,000 you can kind of shop. So if you need, say, a fleet of, say, 4 or 5 cars, and they're, say, 25,000 each, then you're going to be able to get approved for that. Okay. Financing in your business name, I already kind of covered this, but as you can see here, it's like build credit in your business name. It's really the only one out there that the financial institution underwriter that really stresses that out. That's why they've kind of been successful across the board with like I put out 2 other videos about Ally and OPG business auto loans a couple years ago, and they have over 100,000 combined views and hundreds of comments. So many people saying they got approved after that video, doing those steps and everything with Ally. So again, you cannot apply directly with them, but what you can do is start the application. You get this application here. It's going to take you from here. Do not do section A, start at section B and fill out the relevant information. Let's see here. Now, what you're going to want to do is go find a dealer, put in your zip code, then say, let's just do, say, Chevrolet. So it's going to show the results. Keep in mind, you don't want to go to some small dealership. You want to go to a large dealership. The bigger, the better, because you're going to have a better chance of getting approved because they already kind of know what to do with everything, the finance manager, when it comes to no PG auto loans. As you can see, there's several of them near my location. You just go to one of those. Okay. Now, let's jump down to the requirements, and we'll kind of go back and forth on these. So the requirements, you guys have basically been waiting for this. So the no personal guarantee, I say auto, but it can be any vehicles for the most part. You want to have these requirements. And these aren't like strict requirements, but I'll tell you the bare minimum. So I put down here 12 to 15 combined vendor trade lines reporting on Dun and Bradstreet. That you can do a wiggle room with that. If you have like 7, then you can probably get approved. What's more important with Dun and Bradstreet is if you get their, it's a paid service with Dun and Bradstreet. I think it's like called Credit Signal or something like that. And then it will show you your, what they kind of show lenders of the recommended credit line. So you really want to be able to be over 100,000 on that recommended credit line. The only way to be able to get that recommended credit line in 6 figures, and it could be, say, 90,000 too. You just don't want to be 30,000 because then that's combined all business credit trade lines. So what you want to do is have that history build up with Dun and Bradstreet. Although most of them aren't going to be using Dun and Bradstreet, they'll use it as a backup. What's the most important is Experian Business Credit. I've talked about Experian so much in past videos, why it's so crucial to make sure that your data and filmographic information on your business credit report, it's a smartbusinessreports.com, I think. If any of you guys want that, then just let me know in the comment section. I'll get you the link where you can get 50% off. I think it's like 149 or 189 per year. And you can update things on your Experian business credit report and see the actual account numbers of what's reporting and everything. But I have a discount code link that's basically 50% off. So it's $94. May sound like a lot, but it's really not. You divide that by, 12 months, compare it to say NAV or Business Boost or others, then you're going to see you're only going to be paying like $7.58 $8 a month. But you have to prepay 1 year annual service. You can get into that, and then you can update your filmographic information and add information too, because that's going to affect your score with Experian and business credit, and you're going to have a higher chance to get approved if you have rich filmographic data. What is filmographic data? That's the information on the business credit report. I wish I had one up, but I didn't think about that before I started this live. But the filmographic information is like what the lender is going to see. A lot of times when you form your LLC or C Corp or S Corp, they're going to LexisNexis pulls the data from the Secretary of State. So that it's all they have. And then plus whatever vendors that are reporting, if you have any, then they're going to give that information, whatever they have on billing. That's how they build kind of the filmographic data. But you can self-report to them your filmographic data. So what I mean by that is, say, your website, your phone number. Because believe it or not, 9 out of 10 business credit profiles don't have phone number, email address on the actual report. Website. And then what's very important is principal, key personnel, principal information, officer information. So to increase your chances for approval, you want to have at least 2 on there. If it's only you, it's okay, but you could have, like, say, a CFO or whatever, and then have you as the president. You want to list that on there, and it typically gets updated within 24 hours if you have that membership with them. And I'll get you guys the 50% off on that if you want me to. So get you guys the link by the end of this. So just put it in the comment section. The live chat replay, not replay. What am I saying? That the live chat section, and I will get you guys that link. It's directly through Experian. Now let's move on. What I mean by having the as it says here, 4 or 5 Experian and Equifax Business. So Equifax Business is not really used so much. It is, but they share the data with their subsidiary company, which they bought PayNet years ago. So PayNet is also often used with auto financing with businesses. So this, like I have here, have at least vendor trade line reporting on Dun and Bradstreet and Experian with I messed up here with limit. You want to have a balance of 7 to 10,000. So you guys keep in mind, credit limits are not reported on the front end or whatever. Nobody can see your limit. So if you have, say, 40,000 with Sunbelt rentals, and say it's 40,000, and you've used it and it's getting reported, it's not going to be reporting showing the 40,000. It's only going to show what you actually owe, what you've utilized. All right. So that's how business credit reports work. So keep that in mind. What I mean by having 7 to 10,000 reporting a balance, one single trade line. I know that sounds like it could be hard, but I'll tell you what, like I did. even in 2018, I did this no PG auto loan for a truck. But what you want is like you could use, say, a Dell, which is really good because it's 12% APR, no PG. So you can buy computers. I got approved for 45,000 like 9 months ago with them. It's underwritten through WebBank. But you want to get that, and or it's not necessarily just that one. There's others out there, but that's one that you could use, or Lowe's or something. And it's going to report as the balance, so you don't need to pay it off. Some debt's good to have on the business credit report. So if it's 5,000 with Dell, it's okay. I spent like 15,000, so and I didn't pay it all off. I'm just paying monthly payments. I'm going to take advantage of the 12%. I mean, the 12-month 0% APR. So that right there, I'm paying like $700, $800 a month, I think, paying more than the minimum. But that right there has shown that my company can easily afford to make, larger payments. And when I say larger payments, what I mean by that is you don't want a whole bunch of trade lines that are all like Quill U line reporting, and they're only, say, $50 to $150, $200 limit, or not limit, but balances being reported. Because what is that? Like, if you have 10 of those, none of these lenders are going to probably approve you. They want to see something, at least a 4-figure balance. The higher is the better. I'm not saying you can't if you have a whole bunch of small trade lines, and if your business is aged, then you could get approved if your finances are in line, cash flow. But there's so many factors, and I'm just telling you what you need just to increase your chances overall. So you can start on this work now, this homework I'm giving you guys. You can start on it now, and then after 2-3 months, you should probably be in good shape and high chance for approval. Okay. So you should be in business at least 1 year. Although I have seen people get approved, it's only like 7 months old through Ally. But most of them are going to require like 1 to 2 years in business. I don't know why I put 3 years, because there's only, I think, one out there that requires 3 years. But you want to be in business 1 year. Longer the better. Everything's better if you're gonna, want to increase your chances. And depending on the limit, you want very high line of credit. So you want to have the INC or LLC business documents ready. When I say ready, that means your IRS EIN letter, your incorporation documents, your articles of incorporation, and your state filing. So, say a business license and your Secretary of State. You want to go on your Secretary of State's website and buy a certified document called a certificate of good standing. In most states, that's what it's called. Could be, say, business in good standing certificate, but most of the time it's a certificate of good standing. So you want to have that, show that's within 30 days old, certified by the state that you don't have any liens or anything against the company. The reason you want to have all these documents, because you're going to get a very high chance of approval as long as you have all these things in order, and you went through the checklist and have everything. And then bank statements, you want to have real bank statements that are for the last 3 months. Don't even try to apply if you're only making $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month in payments. I mean, not payments, but gross revenue. Now, you don't have to have high net. It's noisy outside. You don't have to have, say, a high earnings just on, say, hang on, you guys. There's a truck going by. It's very loud. It's kind of distracting. You guys know I'm in the Philippines right now. It's very loud. The subdivision I moved into for the studio, they're still doing so much construction. So give about 30 seconds and I'll get back to this once the noise goes away. Okay, it's quiet now. Quieter. So when I say about the bank statements, what you want to have in there is a average daily balance, which you can basically figure this out. Most of the time, it's on your bank statement. It will show the average daily balance already calculated. So ideally, you want to have an average daily balance of 3,000 to 5,000 or higher. Higher is always the better, depending on your situation, what you're trying to get. If you're only trying to get one, then it's okay, say for 3,000. But and if you're not having that come in now, then get funds going through it. Even if it's your own investment, personal investment into the company, write a personal check and deposit it into your business account. As an investment, you're allowed to do that, and then pay it back when the time is ready. It just you want to show money coming in. So don't apply for any of these no PG auto loans if you have, say, only $1,000, $1,500 being deposited in your business account, because the chances are you're not going to get approved for anything. So higher the better. Just keep that in mind. And if you guys have any questions why I'm doing this, put it in the comment or the live chat section, and I'll answer it after I get done with the presentation. So your down payment, let's talk about that. Some of them aren't going to require a down payment, but it's best to have this money because it's going to show that you mean business and you're serious and you're less of a liability. Untied. So you're going to increase the chances for the no personal guarantee approval, business name only. So have a down payment of $3,000 to $5,000. That's best, and be willing to put that up if needed. It's going to lower the payment. It's going to lower the payment for one, and the other thing good is you can start with one vehicle, get approved, get in the door, make say 3 to 6 months of on-time payments, and then you can go back and basically get another loan through, say, Ally Bank or whatever the financial institution is. That's going to help you. Don't try to go after, say, get 10 vehicles right away. It's probably going to be harder to do that and get approved. And keep in mind, if you guys are wanting to get in, say, the Toro business, then do not tell them that's what you're doing. It's really none of their business what you're going to use the vehicles for, but just say it's just fleet for your business and just leave it at that. Don't get into, I'm going to rent them out, because most of the lenders don't allow that. If you just tell them, but hey, what you do after the fact, it's not a big deal, because as long as you're making the payments, it's fine. So business owner's personal credit may be pulled for the bank to decide. You should have fair to good credit. So what I mean by that is some of these will pull your personal credit, but make sure you ask them to do a soft pull rather than a hard pull. Okay. And the reason for that is they just want to make sure that if they're going to give you a no PG auto loan, no personal guarantee auto loan, they just want to make sure that the owner is not in major debt himself or herself with very bad personal credit. It's going to kind of show that you don't know how to pay your bills. So this is the very important part. Once you have all those documents I spoke of, and you corrected any wrong information on Dun and Bradstreet, Equifax, PayNet, you have to send a dispute in for that. But Experian Business and Dun and Bradstreet are going to be your most important ones. Once you've corrected, if need to be corrected, or add rich filmographic data, then what you want to do is go to the local dealership, use that find auto dealers on Ally for ones they deal with, because you can't actually apply directly with Ally. It has to be processed to the dealership. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. So you want to basically go into the dealership. As soon as you get on the lot, most of you guys know, dealerships, they're salesmen or women, they're going to just attack you, because they want to get that commission, obviously. Tell them you're not interested of talking with them. Try to be polite, of course, but they can be persistent, and you just have to be persistent right back. Tell them that you're only interested in speaking to the finance manager. If it's a very big dealership, they should have a commercial department. If they do, then you want to speak to the commercial department finance manager, because the standard sales reps on the floor or on the lot, they're not going to know exactly what you're talking about when it says no PG. Probably 8 out of 10 won't know what you're talking about. No personal guarantee. Or they could just be like, that we can take care of you, no problem. They may say that just so they can get the commission. And then they end up pulling your credit and it's personal guarantee, but in the business name. So you really want to speak to the finance manager, because the sales reps, all they do is just get the deal to near closed. And then they pass it off to the finance manager. And then the finance manager or finance department actually closes the deal. So just skip that whole part altogether, especially if you already know what you want. So speak to the finance manager and tell the finance manager that you would like to apply for no personal guarantee through Ally Bank, if that's who you want to apply for. Then what you want to do is have this commercial line of credit application. You want to have that handy. Okay. Have it filled out and have it handy. Okay. So you're going to give that to the finance manager and then tell them that, that you want to get a no personal guarantee that won't affect your personal credit. When they ask why, just tell them that you don't want to be liable for anything. And the main reason is, say you're going to buy a house, or you have high DTI and you don't want to add more debt to income ratio to your credit, personal credit. So that's why you don't want your personal credit being liable or used at all. Okay. So let me get a drink of water here. So, like I said, show all your business documents, bank statements. If you come prepared with all these documents, even if it's more than what I said, the more is better. Okay. They're going to know that you are the owner of the business. There's no fraud going on, you know. And you might want to, even if you have a Experian or Dun and Bradstreet recent business credit report, print that off and take it as well. Can't hurt. But just make it very persistent with them on saying that you don't want your personal credit touched at all. And if they say no or something, they're not going to help you, then it's fine. There's dealerships everywhere. Go to another dealership. Don't waste time with them on other financing options or whatever. Go to another one. If it takes you going to 4 different dealerships before you get the one you feel comfortable with, that knows what you're talking about and knows exactly what you want, you have to think about all these corporate companies out there. They do this all the time. So that's why I said go after the big dealerships that have like a commercial department. If they have a commercial department, you're going to have better chances, because they're used to, say, big fleets and selling big fleets. So, that's the main thing. A couple other of my viewers had this happen to them, where it took 3 to 5 different dealerships going to 3 to 5 different dealerships, and they're big dealerships, but it took going to 3 to 5 different ones. I told them, don't give up. This was under my mentor program last year. But, a lot of them, a lot of people would just give up after 1 or 2. Don't give up, be persistent. So you want to go to, I think a couple of my mentorship clients, they, one went to 3 different Ford dealerships, but he wanted the Ally. And then the third one, Ford dealership, ended up being able to approve 2 vehicles. And then I had another mentor client that he had to go to 5 or 6 different dealerships, and he was going around to different brands like Nissan, Toyota. I think GM was one. And then I think he went to even CarMax for like a 1-year-old truck. He ended up getting approved through Ally as well, and they ended up giving him a actual line of credit of around like $250,000 or 260. Yeah, I think it was like 260. But he only ended up using like 115,000 of that because he didn't need more than that. And he ended up buying 5 vehicles. I think one truck and then um, 4 basic sedans. And then he's put some of them on Toro. And then he used those one earnings that are coming in through Toro to pay for his big truck, pickup truck. So you can really, end up getting a free vehicle if you do this right. Just like the real estate business, really, if that's what you want to do. So what's good about Ally Bank is you can actually shop at any dealership. I don't want to say any, but most all dealerships. You're not limited to just say Ford vehicles or Chevy vehicles, so Toyota, Nissan. With Ally, you can shop around and get, at pretty much any brand. Keep in mind, you don't want to go after, say, BMW and um, Mercedes. Don't go crazy because a lot of times you're not going to get approved on an OPG for those. Yeah, it's far few between. I've seen some out there get approved, but that's not really realistic. Don't even do that unless you have good credit and you have a third party guarantee. Then you could do that, I guess. But they're not many companies give BMWs as company cars, so it's not very common. But they'll give, say, a Ford Taurus or whatever. So it's up to you on that, of course. But just and don't ask some of these credit applications. They're going to ask for how much you want because a lot of them run it as a business line of credit, a BLOC. And don't be greedy. Like if you're trying to get, say, just 3 cars, don't put down that you want to get 300,000. Try to put like what those cars are actually going to cost, the sticker price, and put that right around there. Like I said before, it's easier to get in the door if you're not greedy. You have all your ducks in order, have all the paperwork, and you have some money to put down, and you pick something that's economical, vehicle wise. Don't just do it just to do it because you can get an OPG auto loan. Do it because your business needs it, whatever it may be, or a truck, a Sprinter van, whatever the case may be. But you definitely want to get. Keep that in order. All right. I can't stress to you guys enough. If you're gonna go ahead and proceed, you want to watch this replay again and make sure you have the checklist, everything correct. Okay. So let's get back to some of the other ones here. Say Ford. So Ford has commercial credit here. They have the red carpet lease. I would avoid leases just because sometimes there's a lot of requirements or mileage limitations and stuff like that, especially if you're in the rental business. You don't want a lease. So you want to do something like the actual installment loan, or you want to do the business line of credit with the say Ford commercial credit. So they have traditional finance, flexible terms, no hidden fees, combined billing available. So when it means combined billing, that's going to mean if you got a couple different vehicles from them, it can be combined into one payment. You're not going to be paying just for one. You're going to have, say, 3 vehicles, one payment monthly. Eligible vehicles are new and used, cars through to heavy duty trucks. What's not available is like government, and it says rentals. So if you're in the rental business, it's not eligible. But again, like I said, you don't want to be telling them that you're on Toro rental business. Not saying be dishonest. I'm just saying it's really none of their business. Unless your business name is like ABC car rental, then you're kind of, out of luck on that. But it's really none of their business. Like I said, I'm not telling you to lie. Just, don't give more information than it's needed when it comes to what you're using the vehicles for. All right. Basically, this is the same information. They have chassis financing, which is going to be the big trucks. Okay. Like say utility and construction trucks and upfits, limousines, funeral coaches, and even if it's say a Sprinter van, something like that, or a box truck or something, if they have, then it'll work. If you're doing say Amazon delivery or relay, then that's you can do that. I don't know why that's on there because we're not talking about the government. So this is their website for the commercial lending. They have several commercial products for lending, installment financing, the lease, commercial line of credit. And if you guys can try to get the commercial line of credit, that's best, because what's good about commercial lines of credit is you can get approved for say 300,000, and say you only need one or two vehicles, and those cost say 30,000 each. So you got those two vehicles, and then 6 months down the line, as long as it's within 1 year, then you can add on a new one every month or whatever your plan is. I don't have any. I don't know what you're going to be doing with them, but if the demand's there and you need it, then if you have a commercial line of credit, it's very easy. No credit pulls or anything like that. They're really probably not even going to check your business credit, because once it's like a corporate line of credit. So you can just show them your line of credit, say, I want this vehicle, and then it's put on here. There you go, it's done. Okay. So they're pretty flexible. Now, keep in mind the dealership financing, say Ford Motor Credit, Toyota, Nissan, GM, they're going to be more strict compared to say Ally. Okay. But they maybe will give you better rates too than Ally, but Ally is pretty fair about their rates as well. So let's jump over to Toyota here, and then I'll start you taking questions in a moment. So Toyota Financial Services, that's their financial underwriting department. Benefits of business solution financing plans, competitive APRs, flexible terms up to 84 months, seasonal payment plan. It's not available in all states, but means like depending on your business, it could be seasonal type of business. So you'd make larger balloon payments for say 6 months, and then 6 months not have payments. And then unlimited miles with Toyota, no excess wear and use charges, eligible new certified used Toyota vehicles, and also they do non-Toyota vehicles, but it's going to be harder to get approved for those. They have balloon financing available in some states. So they have a closed-end lease plan. It's up to 60 months. That's basically you do a buyout at the end. Okay. There is early termination charges, but you can buy the vehicle or just return it at the end of the 60 months. So that's probably not, depending on your situation, that's not something I would do. I would just do the vehicle line of credit. It's pre-qualification for good for 12 months, eliminating the need to go through the entire credit approval process each time you want to finance an additional vehicle. Availability is all business solution financing and lease options. It helps free up cash to invest in other aspects of your business. So that's here's their website on this. Again, I'll put after the live, I'll put all the details to click on all these, the web page, because you don't want to go to some of them that are not the correct page, or their dealerships like it's like Toyota Financial Services Florida. You don't want to do that. You want to go directly to the manufacturer finance company. So you want to get the credit application, download it. That's here, right? Yeah. And then don't click anything, don't fill anything out on here. Just do like say LLC, corporation, whatever it may be. Fill out the information, make it clear as possible. Make sure it matches your business credit profiles, reports on Experian and Dun and Bradstreet. Fill out this information. It's pretty self-explanatory. Don't put down like the co-applicant or anything like that. You just want to have most of the information filled out. So it says like here, verification of corporate existence and corporate name. That's all the documents I told you. Because you want to have all these because each one's going to be different, especially if you're going shopping and going to all these different dealers and trying to get the best rate, say with Toyota Financial or Nissan, GM. You want to do your shopping and maybe you don't care so much about the particular brand. You just want to see what gives you the best rate and everything. So you want to have all the, you know, articles of incorporation, your certificate of good standing. You want to have all that, at your disposal, as well as your banking documents, your statements last 3 months. And don't even try to do this, like I said, if you don't have 3,000 to 5,000 ready to spend for a down payment per vehicle. You want to have money in the bank account too, because some of these applications will ask how much is in the bank right now. So you want to kind of put that. They may or may not check it. They probably won't, but you don't want to lie either. So you want to have copies of everything, like it says here. And then you want to have a certified resolution. So a lot of times that is a document that when you incorporated, it's in the bylaw section. And it's basically just a one page. If you don't have it, you can get them free online. And then you just need to get it notarized at a bank or whatever. It's $5 or something to get notarized. Some do it free. It basically a simple like document saying that you are the owner of the business and you make the decisions, the financial situation or financial decisions for that said company that you're applying under. Okay. It says here, typically you'll need to provide financial documentation. This may include tax returns from the 2 most recent years, as well as your recent personal tax return. So if you only have 1 year, it's fine. I still don't be discouraged by that. If Toyota is something you really want, then you could still, go through it. And then you want to find a dealer. Like I said, the bigger dealerships you're gonna have a better chance for because they're gonna know exactly what you're talking about. Said that's their application. All right, so let's go to Nissan. Now, Nissan actually does pretty good job on. I would say they're number 2 when it comes to no PG business auto loans. So, especially if they're the cheaper cars, I think they got some for like 18, 20,000 new. So, you know, so each, if it's something that you're interested in doing and have a low payment, you might want to consider a Nissan. So if you're planning to keeping your vehicle or your fleet longer than 4 years, then Nissan financing is a good option for you because you own the vehicle, you keep more control over and how you use it. So if you want to keep it over 4 years, maybe you don't want it over 4 years, but if you think your business is going to grow, and I'm just not into leases myself. There's too many like red tape and restrictions and penalties. And then it's like you're just doing the same thing as like renting a vehicle, renting a house. You're not getting any equity out of it. At least when you're owning it, you're getting some equity every month towards it, So they have line of credit as well, Nissan Motor Acceptance Company and Mac. That provides a line of credit, business line of credit. Again, that's a BLOC that is not only customized for your business needs, but also helps streamline your lease or purchase process. How to apply. In a couple easy steps, your business can apply for NAM financing, which also includes pre-approval annual credit limits. So they have an annual credit limit. So they could give you, say, 200,000 annual credit limit. and say you want to get 5 vehicles that cost, say, 20,000 each, then you're going to have no problem qualifying and getting those vehicles. And you could get them same day that you're approved, pre-approved for the annual credit limits, credit limit. As long as you have all the documentation, you'd be good to go. And some of them really won't even ask for a down payment if you have a business line of credit. But even if they don't ask for a down payment, it's a good thing to show some down payment, because that's going to show that you got some meat in the game, and they're going to take you more serious. Okay. If you guys are just tuning in, see, we have a lot of people just tune in. If you guys have any questions at all, put it in the comment section, the live chat section. And after I get done with this presentation, I will get to those and start answering them. Okay. And if you have any business credit questions as well, or personal credit questions, also put those in the live comment section, live chat section, and I will get to those here in a moment. Just going to finish up the last couple bit here. All right. So then Nissan, here's their website. I'm not going to bore you with all the information. Like I said, I'll put all the links on the live replay that you guys can check out. You might want to watch this a couple of times before, if you're going to get do this process, you want to watch it a couple of times to make sure you're not missing anything. But like, here's the line of credit, how to apply. So you want to download the NMAC credit application. See, what you don't want to do is you don't want to go to the dealership and fill out their application, because they're just going to run it through so many different ones that maybe don't even specialize in commercial financing. So you want to download these. So it's like you already know what you want. The dealership's just processing it for you. You know, if you leave it up to them, then it might not get exactly what you want, you know. So you want to download the commercial vehicle checklist. I actually pulled that up here. They're one of the few that actually give you a checklist, but it's basic information. And then items, information is required to process the credit application. Say you want a financial statements. And I believe on here, you just need to get one of them. You don't need to do all of them. You only need one of the two. So current statement within 90 days of applying for credit. So, but I could be wrong on that, but I think you just need one. Or if you say have partial, it's okay. Say you only have like 3 months bank statements and only 1 year of tax returns. And also you can have a profit and loss sheet. You can get those done on Fiverr or whatever. If you give them like your bank statements and all your costs and stuff, they can make that for you. That would work too. It's not always just tax returns. You can do a P&L, profit and loss statement, or quarterly statement. So then you want to have the business credit application that we just spoke about filled out. Then it says personal guarantee information, credit application on guarantee. So that's your personal one. You don't want that unless you do, but financial statement on the guarantee within the last 12 months. So you could show that you personally have the money coming in yourself, because you want to show them that you can afford to pay it if the company can't pay it. And then there's the corporate guarantee information. So like I spoke about before, you guys could actually, some of you guys I know in my mentorship program, you have multiple companies, 2 or 3 LLCs that are S corps or C corps, combination of both. If you say have an aged corporation business and it's say healthy, and even if it's not doing major sales or revenue right now, but say it has a really good business credit profile and aged, then you could use that, and that's called a cross corporate guarantee, right? So it's a corporate guarantee, also sometimes used as a third party guarantee, but it's a third party corporate guarantee. So a lot of times some of these lenders or these dealerships don't even talk about that, but that's why you need to speak to the finance manager. So if you do have another corporation that's older, and has good trade lines reporting, and it's aged, of course, then you could just use, the cross corporate guarantee. Um, you know, some of them use it as like a third party guarantee or a third party um, corporate guarantee. But a lot of times that's overlooked. So if you have multiple businesses, that's one way to get in with no PG auto loans is, doing that. Make sure that you take advantage of that, because if you have, say, a holdings company and that holding company owns, say, your business that you're trying to get the no PG auto loan, it's fine. You can still use that holdings company, or it could be a totally different type of business. It's fine. You could still have no problem getting approved if that other businesses, say, have some aged trade lines reporting. You should have no problem being able to get approved. But keep in mind, you're not going to be able to get approved. You're not going to be able to get approved if you don't have all of your ducks in order. Okay. So you really want to have everything in order. I should have made actually a checklist for you guys, and I think I will. I'm going to be releasing probably tomorrow a video just like this that breaks down everything. And I'll put together probably a checklist so you guys, that will be a GBC checklist that shows everything. Okay. So, all right. So that's it on that. Let's get over to real quick, and then we'll start answering the questions. Let's get over to the GM Financial. GM Financial, business purchase, full ownership allows you to modify your vehicles and drive as much as you want with a buy or lease to own option. I'm not going to bore you with all that information. Here's their website. They have open-end leases, closed-end leases, commercial vehicles, fleet services. So what you want to do is they have a limit of like 250,000 minimum. They do require, say, a personal guarantee. Not on all, but if you have a business line of credit with them, you don't need to have necessarily a personal guarantee. There's so many factors, but I would tell you GM can be more strict. Don't be going after too luxury vehicles like BMWs, Mercedes. Like I said, don't go after those. You're going to have a tough time getting anything approved with them as a business fleet of cars, just because how many companies actually give their employees a BMW or something? Not that many. All right. So like it says here, the line of credit open-end lease products begin at 250,000 and they're reviewed annually. Save your bank lines of credit for other business needs. Skip the approval process. Reserve your funds for acquiring commercial vehicles. And then you can use other service like combined billing, a master loan. What I mean by that, like I said earlier, you can actually, you get two vehicles this month and then say two next month. Then they're going to combine it into one, a consolidated bill. All right, to wrap this part up, again, for those that just coming in here, give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And make sure you're a subscriber if you're not already, and all notifications are turned on, because now I'm back and I'm going to be start putting out content, multiple times per week. I got a video dropping tomorrow that you guys don't want to miss. All right, so you want to have 12 to 15 combined trade lines across the board on all the business credit bureaus. You want to have a minimum of 4 to 5 on Experian, Equifax PayNet, and Dun and Bradstreet. You want to have a recap on this. You want to have a high balance reporting, say Dell Business Credit. It's an OPG. So you want to be able to show that you're taking on debt, but you're paying it too. A bunch of $100, say, Uline and Quill, Summa office supplies, things like that. Those are not, if you have all those, they're not going to get you approved. They can help, but they're not going to get you approved for business financing, auto financing, no PG, because they don't really show that they don't demonstrate that you can pay a large monthly payment. If you have, say, a balance reporting on them $50, $100 or so, it doesn't really demonstrate to the finance companies that you can afford to pay say a $500 or $1,000 monthly payment for one or two business vehicles or a fleet, you know. So it depends on your situation, on how many vehicles you want and everything, but keep that in mind. All right. And like I said, you want to be in business for at least 1 year. I have seen a few get approved for like 7, 8 months in business, but you do want to be in business just at least a year. Some of the bigger ones like GM, I think they do require 2 or 3 years in business. Um, and then you want to have your bank statements, your IRS, EIN letter, your Secretary of State certificate of good standing, your business license. The more, the better. If you don't have some of those, it's okay. You just want to get all this. You can never not give them too much information. You know, you want to give them everything so they can make a sound decision and increase your chances for approval. Now you want to have a $3,000 to $5,000 available to put down as a down payment for each vehicle. So if you're getting 4 vehicles, you want to have 12 to 20,000 to put down for those 4 vehicles. If you're only getting 1, that's fine. Just have 3,000 to 5,000. Okay. Business owners' personal credit may be pulled for the bank to decide. So that's what you need to check and have all this information ready for the finance manager and make sure they're not just running your name through all these different lenders. You want to be very clear so your personal credit's not going to be affected. Okay. And then what you want to do is make sure that tell the finance manager, like I said, you don't want it on your personal credit at all, period, because you're getting ready to buy a house and you don't want it to affect your debt to income ratio or anything like that. You know, so that's very important to mention, you know, that because some of them may think, oh, you're adamant about this no PG. Maybe you're going to screw the company over or screw the lender over. No, you just need to tell them you don't want it to be affecting your personal credit, your debt to income ratio. You know, you could say you're getting ready to buy a house or whatever. You know, and you know, mortgage brokers don't want you to apply for anything in your personal credit for like 6 months. You know, take on anything that it's going to affect your approval rating. So like I said, Ally Bank is going to be your best bet. You can't apply directly, but just go ahead and get their application ready, and then take it to several dealers. You know, do your own research, of course, but you know, Ally, they're pretty flexible on different vehicles, different brands, and say even trucks and customized vehicles. All right, so I'm going to get into the comments here. The live chat comments. Okay, OG Beasley says, thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. It means a lot. Appreciate it. Now that I'm back, yeah, appreciate all the support you guys are showing me. Give the video a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it and share it out. Family channel, thumbs up. Thanks so much for tuning in, family channel. Tough Love, what's up, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Okay. Yep, I'm feeling better. Salute, hit that like button. Yeah, thank you so much. Ray M said, best credit cards to get started without PG. Have a few net 30s and good business credit rating, looking to expand. I would say DIVVY. There's a link in the description below. It's like a net 30. There's not really many that have the no PG for a business credit card, but there is some fintechs that you can get that are no PG. Okay. And if you guys have any detailed questions that I'm not able to answer right now because of everybody's question and situation is different, down below where it says no PG auto loans, it's scrolling across the bottom, business Q&A. One-on-one mentorships are now open. Super chats help support the channel. So you want to email right there. It says email support@joshvanhorn.com. Again, support@joshvanhorn.com. That's for one-on-one mentorship details. Or if you have just a simple question that you want me to answer, like this one, I would have to look. It's free. I won't charge you anything, but shoot me an email and include your business credit report if you have one with NAV or whatever. And I'll kind of take a look and tell you, may ask you a few questions like how much do your average daily balance with your bank, and then I can kind of tell you which ones that you have the best chance to get approved for on the business cards, the fintech ones in particular. QRS management, what's up, buddy? How much do you need? How much do the bank statements have to reflect to qualify for a car? Around 30K. I would say minimum you want to have probably at least like 3,000 gross coming in every month. That's kind of on the low side. I'm not saying you can't get approved. I would say the best chance for anything is closer to 10,000. But rule of thumb, 5,000 a month per vehicle of gross revenue. Doesn't have to be profit, but that's what you want. Ellen Munston, how much revenue do you need? Again, that's like you want to really have at least 5,000 to 10,000 of gross revenue coming in month to month, and at least be able to show that for 2 or 3 months. What's the easiest way to get rid of inquiries like a food? I listen to the few that I listen to. Yeah, a bunch of queries now. I'm getting denied. Family channel. Business credit inquiries don't affect any outcome for, I don't want to say they don't, but they're not really that big of a deal. Like they only affect maybe 1% of the decision making, and most don't even look at it because it's a business. It's a lot of times business credit is pulled not for just getting business credit, but sometimes it's getting pulled for, say, insurance premiums to see where the business stands, or say 401ks or financial things, say for the business, life insurance, things like that. So if you're talking about personal credit, hang on one second. I just gotta check a message here. Okay. All right. So sorry about that. So if it's personal credit inquiries, you want to contact Dimitri. Check out my past videos I did, I think yesterday, even today. His contact information's in there. He's good about getting them removed very quickly. If they're Experian, they get removed same day. If it's business credit, then I wouldn't really worry about this. Face window tinting, Jesse. I'm looking to purchase a new Ford cargo van for my business. The current cargo van is PG. Any way to change that? No, I mean, if it's in your personal name, email me, support@joshvanhorn.com. So I would need to know a little bit more information. If it's PG, it's already in the business name. If it is, then you can get, I don't want to say change that, but you might be able to get approved for no PG based on your relationship, say with Ford or whoever it's through, for a second one. Past negatives on personal or business report? I would like the link. Okay, hang on a second. Let me find that link. So you guys can bear with me here. Let me find it. All right, so I'll put it here. It's in the chat section. It's going to be smartbusinessreports.com/Brex, BREX. That will get you 50% off. All you have to do is put in your company, city, and state and search, and then you're going to be able to get the annual plan. Get the annual plan. The other plans don't give you anything. They're just one-time reports. So get the annual plan. It's only $94. Okay. Uh, really appreciate you making these videos. No problem, QRS. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, family channel. I'm going to make one for tomorrow's video. So you want to do, come back and watch the video that I'm going to put out tomorrow. That's also a no PG auto. Basically what I covered today, the presentation, it's just like that, similar. And I'll put together a checklist for you guys. I should have done that already, but oh well. Live, learn. Let's see here. S. Tally says, can you do a video on business credit auto loans through Bank of America and Mercedes-Benz? Mercedes-Benz going to be very hard to get for a no PG. I can do one through Bank of America, but it's also going to be PG. Unless you're a very big company, then you can get around that. You have a lot of revenue coming in. Bank of America, you could get approved through. That's why I only put the ones that we're talking about today, because those are the ones I have direct experience with, or my mentorship clients have direct experience with getting approved. No PG. Martin says, your content and presentations are always A+ and improving daily. Will you please make available to everyone today's PowerPoint presentation? Yes, I will. On the replay, I will put that out so you guys can review that, because it's not something you just want to listen to once and then go back. Just listen to it once and then start doing those steps. You want to make sure you don't miss the tiny little things I may say can make a big difference on your approval chances. RVs financing, will this work for RVs? It could, but it's going to be only through Ally Bank. QRS cross corporate guarantee. Yep. You have some of the best data out there. Appreciate it. I try. Hello, Gregory. Thanks for tuning in. Can you make some updated videos on starter vendor accounts? A lot has changed. Yes, QRS. I'm basically revamping the whole channel, starting back from when I started in 2021. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that, updating all of them. Yep, the starter vendors, tier 1, tier 2. I'm going to be doing on all that. I haven't got this question before, but I'll check into that for you. I'll ask some of my mentorship clients who they have and stuff. Do you have any videos on Navy Federal? Yes, I do have one video on Navy Federal, but stay tuned. I'm going to be putting out actually 2 or 3 new Navy Federal videos on their credit cards and business lines of credit, their loan business products, and our products or automobile financing products. I have great relationship with Navy Federal. Combined, I have like $130,000 limits with them between 4 cards, 3 personal and 1 business. All right, here's that link, you guys. If you haven't catched it, it's smartbusinessreports.com/Brex. All right, Gregory King. On day 1, business, no revenue, incorporated 2 years ago, personal score. What's the best option to get business credit besides vendor accounts? You get the NAB Business Boost. Gregory, send me an email, because again, your situation is different than others. Send me an email, support@joshvanhorn.com. It's free. I'll do some basic consultation for you for free. Okay. And you guys, I have another meeting to get into. I just wanted to pop on and do this. The live will be available on the replay. You guys, please give the video a thumbs up before we get out of here. It really, helps the channel get back active with the YouTube algorithm. So another comment here. Victor, brother, I love your channel. Straight to the point, nothing watered down, just what business people need. Yes, that's why I'm the only channel that is endorsed by Experian Business. I tell the truth, tell you exactly. Sometimes it's not what you want to hear. There's other channels out there that, don't really give you the right information, because what they're doing is they don't even have any experience. They're just trying to get views to earn money from YouTube. I have the experience. Hang on one second. I'll show you this. A lot of you guys have already seen this, but just see the amount of cards I have. I have pretty much almost every card out there. I wouldn't advise anybody to do what I did, but I'm a guinea pig for you guys. So, I have 10 American Express cards between charge cards and credit cards, personal and business. Pretty much every fintech business corporate card out there. You guys definitely don't want to miss the upcoming videos. I am back now, so you don't want to miss that. And watch the video tomorrow that's going to be about the no PG business auto loans. It's just like this, but I'll have a checklist and more details and stuff too. It's pretty much the same thing. Okay. So with all that being said, you guys take care. Please give the video a thumbs up, share, subscribe, all notifications on. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned. Videos are coming. I am back. Josh is back. Tons of videos, business and personal videos. For personal videos, head over to Credit Josh on YouTube, Credit Josh. And for business credit, get business credit as usual. Both channels, tons of videos coming about credit cards, personal and business. Okay, you guys take care. Thanks again for tuning in and showing support. Any questions, email me, support@joshvanhorn.com. Put it in the comment section as well. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.